Officials with the NYPD tell CNN that CEO wanted posters have been seen around the city as fears grow that copycats could target other corporate executives.
Well, Jim, there is a real sense of nervousness and even fear in C-suites really across the country. This fatal shooting in Midtown Manhattan, not far from where I am right now, has been a real wake-up call for business leaders and for boards of directors. The security firms that are paid top dollars to protect executives, they say that their phones have been ringing off the hook ever since this news broke. One veteran security executive told me that corporate America is nervous, and he said healthcare is the target now, but who's next? And so, yes, companies are considering a range of steps to try to ramp up security, including reassessing the security protocols that are already in place and the budgets. They're increasing the number of security personnel and the amount of technology in offices and even in the residences of executives. They're urging executives to delete their digital footprints, including stuff like the floor plans of their homes and any information that's out there about where their kids may go to school. And they're also enhancing mail screening. There's also a sense that this killing really made it clear that companies need to extend the security blanket that exists for those top level CEOs down to their lieutenants, because there are a lot of massive corporations out there like United Healthcare that maybe the security for those division CEOs does not rise to the level that it does for the number one CEO, but perhaps it really should. There's also this growing concern about the risk of a copycat, both because of the positive reaction that this has gotten online and also the level of attention that this suspect has received. And New York Police Department intel report obtained by CNN's John Miller said that the online reaction to the killing may signal an elevated threat facing executives in the near term, with the shooting itself having the capability to inspire a variety of extremists and grievance-driven malicious actors to violence.
New York City's top prosecutor says there could be more charges against the suspected killer of the United Healthcare CEO. And he's also denouncing the growing support that we've seen from some circles for Luigi Mangione.
Celebrating this conduct is abhorrent to me. It's deeply disturbing. And what I would say to members of the public, people who, as you described, are celebrating this and maybe contemplating other action, that we will be vigilant. And we will hold people accountable. We are at the ready.
The Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg there making that promise after wanted posters targeting other healthcare executives were seen posted around New York City today. Joining me here tonight, Nicholas Florco, staff writer for The Atlantic, who argues in a new post, quote, "Murder is an awful answer for healthcare anger." And he joins me now, and it's great to have you because you also used to work for STAT, which is a healthcare publication, covers United Healthcare previously. So I understand you probably are deeply familiar with the anger that so many people feel towards the healthcare industry. But the idea that you people are using that to celebrate the murder of a father of two children is just kind of stunning.
It really is. I mean, I'm used to people being angry about healthcare my entire career. People have been angry about health insurance, about healthcare prices. I've never seen anything like this. I mean, the amount of outpouring of support for Luigi Mangione and the amount of hate going to the United CEO is just, it's unprecedented.
Yeah, but we've seen some people say, well, the reaction that we've seen to beef up security for these CEOs or to focus on that is them focusing on the wrong issue. But in looking at that, I mean, we're also seeing people put up wanted posters with their faces. I just want to show some people who maybe aren't, as prolific on social media as others, the reaction that we've seen towards the suspect here online.
This Ivy League hottie named Luigi is the Robin Hood that we never knew that we needed.
I listened to Luigi's manifesto this morning 3 times and I cried. Honestly, it's beautiful and I agree with him.
At least he left a very powerful message and he highlighted how terrible the healthcare system is in America. I think he'll go down as a hero in history.
What does that say to you?
I mean, it tells me that people are really angry about the state of healthcare in this country and that they're feeling kind of hopeless. I mean, to me, what it symbolizes that people are moving towards this, glorifying violence because they feel like something can't get done otherwise. I mean, I would argue, frankly, that that is the absolute wrong way to go in every way possible. We know that nonviolent protest is more effective than violent protest, and I think we all should agree that killing a CEO isn't going to change anything to make our healthcare system better.
Yeah, and Senator Elizabeth Warren was facing some blowback today because when she was asked about this, she told the Huffington Post, the visceral response from people across this country who feel cheated, ripped off, and threatened by the vile practices of their insurance companies should be a warning to everyone in the healthcare system. Violence is never the answer, she said, but people can only be pushed so far. I saw some people saying, that should end it. Violence is never the answer.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Senator Warren has struggled with what a lot of us that have been talking about this have been struggling with, which is balancing both the fact that our healthcare system causes real harm and real suffering, and that murder is absolutely incorrect. The thing that I think is important to highlight is, unfortunately, Senator Warren is right in a lot of ways. We know from history that societies devolve into political violence when people feel like they are the victim, they see very clear inequality, and they lose faith in our democratic institutions. So I think the point that Senator Warren is making is right, that these factors can lead to violence. But I just think it wasn't said in the right way.
Did you hear from people that you used to speak with in the healthcare industry after you wrote this, or just given your past where you worked, what people inside that industry have said about this?
I mean, I think people are just scared. I mean, we're seeing the insurance companies taking their CEOs' photos off of the internet. We're seeing companies working from home. I mean, we've never seen anything like this. I mean, when you have people putting up wanted posters in New York City with people's faces on them, you have to wonder if they're right. They have to be careful.
Yeah, I mean, to see the wanted posters is quite something. To if you are one of those healthcare CEOs, to see that and targeting in that way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you see it as anything but intimidation. And I mean, frankly, I think and I hope that people will see those and think this is awful, but it only takes one person to cause chaotic trouble.
Yeah, it's an important piece. I'm glad you wrote it, and thank you for coming on here to talk about it tonight. Nicholas Florko, it's great to have you.
Thank you so much.